make some bacon out of this pork belly that I got from Costco. I've seen a few different recipes online that I've liked, and this is kind of a conglomeration of what I've learned. So this is going to be my first pork belly. So it's thawed out, it's dried off. There was some silver skin on the top that I removed and got that out of the way. And what I didn't know was that this takes about a week to cure the meat prior to smoking it. So what we're going to do for the cure is we're going to use a half a cup of kosher salt, a half a cup of brown sugar, and then I've got a half a cup of box elder syrup that I made this past April. I'm going to put that in there. And then I've got a half a teaspoon of sodium nitrite, and that's the cure for the meat, so that bacteria doesn't grow while it's soaking in this mixture, and then also after the smoking process, so that it's stable for a while. I'm going to make a lot of bacon out of this pork belly, and I'll end up freezing probably a lot of it. So I'm just going to mix this up. And then we're going to coat both sides of the pork belly. I could cut it in half to make it a little more easy to manage, but I think I've got enough fridge space and I've got a big enough plastic bag for it to sit in for the week. So I think I'll forego cutting it, and we'll see what happens. So now all we do is kind of rub it in a little bit. You want the salt to contact the meat as much as possible. And this will sit in the fridge then for 7 days, and I'll come back every day or two and flip it over and move the brine around in the bag so that it's hitting everything. That's all there is to it, apparently. So I will get this put away, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. The pork belly is tucked away in this nice bag. It's covered with solution, and the salt is going to pull a lot of fluid out of the meat, so this will get pretty wet in here. So I am going to make sure I flip it over so that evenly coats all week, and then we'll be back next Saturday and put it on the smoker, and that's the fun part. So 145 degrees, so we got a little bit to go. It's been about 2.5 hours. Alright, the bacon's done. It's smoked. I got it up to 146 degrees, and that's what I've been told is what you're shooting for. So now it needs to go into the fridge and cool down, so it'll be easier to slice, but I wanted to cut it in half so it'll be easier to deal with in the fridge. Well, that's what you got. Looks like bacon to me. So we just need to cool this down, and then I'm going to slice it up, and I've got a vacuum sealer ready to go, so stick around. Alright, we're back. I had the pork belly in the refrigerator for a little over an hour. It just firmed things up, so it'll be easier to slice. I can slice this as thick as I want. Make some of that pretty soon. So I'm going to slice this all up, and then we're going to package it all up. Alright, to give you an idea, that's half of the pork belly. I had a few pieces here that I'm going to fry up now and see how it turned out. But this stuff's awesome. I hope it tastes as good as it looks, and it's nice and thick cut, so you can actually have some good big bites of bacon here. So now I put the other half in the freezer. This one got a little warm towards the end of the slicing, and it was difficult because the fat was a little gelatinous, so it was tough to cut. The first half of the first half did cut really well. So there you have it. So I'm gonna vacuum seal these up and then do the other half in about a half hour. Alright, we're back. We are all done. There's the finished product. My first batch of bacon. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packages, and they are a couple pounds a piece. So all in all, it's a good day. Here's some pieces I had left over that I'm making up, and it tastes unbelievable. So, give it a shot. It's really easy to make.